Hey up, I'm Fu, and this is RimWorld, the township of Flint. So, we are essentially on our deathbed. Christian cannot walk thanks to a very poor spine, shattered, and Beryl has a major infection, has been treated, but there is a possibility that she doesn't pull out. And if she does manage to pull out of this, her mood isn't going to be any better. We've got a psychic drone of level high. It has been damaged several times over. We've had other town... What's the township called? I believe the bodies are marked still? Yes, there we go. Patience Forest have marked these... we had friends from Patient Forest come and try and help us with these attacks. But these guys are pretty nasty, and we're kind of hopeless, especially with the number of people we lost a few episodes ago. Now, there's still a possibility that we can get through, but it's getting slimmer and slimmer. And it seems, Fu is now sleeping outside on the ground. Well, looks like I'll just leave you there for the moment. Let's see, the things that have to be done in order for me to survive, let's see. Now, the meat, I can leave the meat. Have we got enough food? We don't have enough food. Okay, well, I wonder where's some other meats. There is some pemmican on the map, so I'll get them to haul on that. That will count as food. Now we need to get these traps set up, and at least these 5 doors. Yep, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 doors, and that will be enough to at least kite some of them through our traps. And then with the 1 turret, at least that's a 1 turret. Oh, it looks like we've got materials for all 3 turrets here. But if I can get these up and running, then that will be something. And then hopefully someone can just run down there with a grenade and we can get through this. The likelihood of this working is next to nil, but I'm going to give it a try. So I'm still thinking this may be the last episode. But let's push through and see what happens. So, one other thing I know, good moodlets, I did talk about this last time, was if we exhume one of these bodies. Now, I was going to do Lottie. So, Fu, you're going to haul the pemmican. I'll let you do that first. Then your first job will... Severe illness. Beryl. See, because Beryl is the character that I would have sent down, given that Christian can't walk. I might as well euthanize Christian, because it's... I mean, he's not having a very good time, but he can't really do much about it. And even starving, yeah. So, Beryl, you're at minus 25 drone... It's the infection, which is what I'm... Yeah, extreme infection, 60%. You're most likely going to die, and there's nothing I can do about that. Don't have any medicine. We do have food now, which is something. And I do need to let Fu sleep. Well, maybe if Cassandra can be... pretty sure it was Cassandra that we set this game type 2. If Cassandra can be a little bit friendly to us, we may be able to pull out if we get another colonist. Not someone who's being chased by pirates. Because that's something we can't deal with. And alright, that's right, we have this poison ship up here, so... Let's see, if I were to do this again, defences would be first and foremost. I'll probably have to do something about them bashing away through all these doors, because it gets quite expensive to repair at times. Okay, and Beryl has died. I thought that'd be the case, so we've got one person who is active in this colony. Right. Now, Fu, you have a bad moodlet because of that? Friend died, Maverick. And you don't have... And you have a colonist died. Yeah. So you weren't actually friends with Beryl then. Grunt. Who was Grunt? Grunt was a cat. Okay. They might be able to mark that one, and then we had Christian Bailey. So, Beryl... I don't know. I don't think I can check your opinions anymore. I can. Interesting. You would definitely... That's odd. So you can see their opinions and where they were at, and it says, I'm dead. Yes, you are dead. But, yeah. Well, there's not much we can do about that now. At the very least, we can strip her of her body armor. Pretty sure she's wearing body armor. She is. It's 49%. So we'll get her to be stripped, and then we'll bury her in one of these sarcophagi. That will at least help Fu with a good moodlet. On the assumption that you've had enough rest, which you have. So, Fu, can you strip barrel? And then we'll get around to attacking the ship. Now, we've only got one person left, and Fu, forswear the armor, because you don't have any other armor. Yeah. Excellent. So, that should help you. Now, I also want you to... Where are we at? Berry barrel. Nope, 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 nope. Where are you walking to? I think you're following... Whereabouts? Are you just taking her to the... No, I don't want you to take her outside. I want you to bury. You should bury Beryl in one of these, because she was one of our colonists, right? These are set to our colonists, they are. Fu, what are you doing? That's better. Take her to be buried in the correct resting place, please. And there we go. Beryl is now in a sandstone sarcophagus. By Fu. So it is titled Beryl. Let's take a look. An ornamental burial receptacle for the honoured dead. The sarcophagi bury... Yeah, try this again. The sarcophagus bears an illusion... Wow, I need to read this more carefully. The sarcophagus bears an illustration of Beryl Krause frolicking in the nude with no hint of shame. Beryl is visibly aroused. If you squint your eyes, you can square... If you squint your eyes, the square composition of the image reveals an outline of a pelican. The image is totally devoid of both failure and victory. This illustration refers to Beryl walking around in the naked on the 6th of winter, 5499. Well, she was naked most of the time. There we go. Well, that's something. Let's take a look. Inside the rooms we have 23. Inside the corridor we have a 30-degree room. Interesting how leaving the door open doesn't actually affect the temperature as much as I would have expected. And how about this room? 20, yep. Inside, yeah, our cooling chambers just never really be able to stay cool enough. Which is a shame. So you can consume pemmican. Yeah, I guess that's a fine thing to do, Fu. Now, this is what I'm going to let you do. You are going to play chess. See, what you need's like... Yeah, your joy will come right back up, and that will definitely help. Joy deprived. There's one bad moodlet, so as long as I let you keep doing that for a little while longer... Yep, you're going to get out of stressed. You are. What are you doing now? You are feeding pemmican, going to haul monkey meat. Yeah, don't haul the monkey meat. I need you to make these doors ASAP. So we'll get you to work on these. I mean, there's only going to be one person who can fire and attack at this whole entire colony. Things are not going well. So, and get you to work in this door. Now, it seems like the beauty outside isn't great. You haven't got any bad moodlets of that yet. You are in darkness. I don't get it. If you have the trait for Night Owl, which you do, I'm very sure you do, which is on the character, Night Owl, you shouldn't be uncomfortable in the dark. I would have expected that to be fine. Okay, that door's going to be done. Yep, there we go. So, the other one is to finish this steel turret, and then I'll let you do your thing, because I don't want you to break as well. There we go, buried in sarcophagus. I was right. So we have one turret. Who's in a poor mood? That would be Fu in little pain. Well, how about work on this door, and then I'll let you do your own thing. Unless you're going to do your own thing. Nope, you're going to haul some blocks. That is fine by me. Let's double check our power usage. We're certainly using more power than we can supply. It is night time, which is probably half the reason there. Is the power coming back? Looks like we're going to get a positive power supply soon, so that's going to be fine. Mental berserk. Fu has gone berserk. No, you haven't. That must be an old message. And can you build this door? And we get a heat wave. This is not a great time for it either. Okay, build the door. Get you to build the second door. Get you to reset at least a couple of traps. And then maybe I'll get you to work on the... consume pemmican. That's also fine. Get you to work on this door. And you're going to break. There's something more we can do about it. And we have a mad animal. A local alpaca has gone mad. Let's take a look. It's a manhunter alpaca. Obviously not going to go past this area because why would it? So Fu, you have a charge rifle. That is fine by me. Can I recruit you and send you here? I am. Slow you down. Oh. Get rid of this alpaca. Come on, it's just an alpaca. If you can't deal with an alpaca, I don't know what else we'll do with you, Fu. Thank you. Okay, so how badly are you hurt? It's just a lot of bruises, so that's not the biggest concern. I think there is still a possibility of infection, but I'm not going to worry about that now. You are about to break again. Let's see. Worn out, colonist died, yep. Beryl died, yep. Oh, so you did get the trait. I was wondering when that would occur. Ugly environment, yep. Observed rotting corpse, yes. Is there anything we can do for you? How about if I unrecruit you and just get you to work on the door at the very least? If you do break, then we can just try and get you to work on, yeah. If you do break, we'll get you to, well, we'll just wait around. We still have enough food to deal with it. It's just if you go psychic when you're attacking psychic. When you have a fit of rage right down there, that's going to be the major issue, but as long as we can get the doors done and give them enough damage that they'll wander into our base, I think this is still, we can still pull through. Sort of. Hopefully. Now, this door. It's the last door we need. Oh, wait. The second to last door. Reset the traps, which means, I guess, hauling these bodies out of the way, which would be quite awful to be around. Oh, gosh. Rotting bodies? It's not exactly my Sunday, Sunday viewing that I'd want, you know, watching TV at dinner. Rotting corpses isn't the first thing I want to see. Now, it would be nice if we had the dog, because the dog I know could have hauled. I think we had, what, two dogs and one cat, and one of the cats is, well, one of the cats got beaten to death, the other two I think died because of other raids and attacks. And I think we also had a puppy at one point which was shot down by one stray arrow, which kind of sucked, but things happen. You're really pulling through this with the about to break trait. Oh, that's right, because you got the steadfast trait, and that probably helps you so much. Okay, get this store done. Come on. Can you do this? You're starving now, I'm assuming that's you? No, it's Christian. Get this one done. And probably the bottom door as well, just so they don't run straight towards our guns. Exhausted? Is that Fu? It is Fu. Okay, I'll let you be. You can go back, eat your food, and then run back home. Ooh. Okay, well, it's 42 outside, very hot. What's it like inside? It is 27 inside. These coolers are trying to do their best to cool these rooms, but it doesn't seem to be working very well. Still, it's better than being 40, and how about the cooling chamber itself? 23, yeah. We need more coolers. I always remember these working a lot better than they actually do. Oh, so you're actually going to, you got a heat stroke initial, right? And it's increasing that room. Fu, can you rest in this bed? I think that would be better. Yeah, there we go. This room's a lot cooler than this one, which was 43. Wow. I was hoping some of the since we dug into the mountain, I was expecting it to be cooler, but no, obviously I'm mistaken. But that means your heat stroke will go down. Yeah, there we are. It's disappeared just then. Now these frag grenades I will get you to haul and wear at some point in time. Well, equip, sorry. Because that's what we're going to use, and hopefully it's enough. Now, I'd love it if Cassandra would help us out. Cassandra, if you're listening, help me out. There's only so much I can do. I'm pushing it at the moment. Okay, 36, 16, 24. Yeah. Things aren't great, but Fu's still pushing through it thanks to the steadfast trait. So I'm going to see if she can get some of her mood back, which may be a little hard. Worn out apparel. What is it that's worn out? Gear. Synth thread shirt is 28. I'm going to assume that it's a 28. So it's a shirt. How's this one? That shirt is 1%. Huh. And that was 9%. What about this one over here? This is 3.3. Wow, these are disintegrating. Now, I did notice that it was under production, was it? No, it wasn't. Miscellaneous. Oh, I've seen it here before. So under one of these there are, what do they call it? It's probably evading my eyes right now, which is a shame. Very sure I've seen it. Maybe it was equipment rack. That's probably what I'm looking for. Stores an item that will not deteriorate even if outside. I mean, it's not outside. All these should be inside. They are inside. Yes. Hello. Why does it say outdoors for a second? Ah, middle of the mountain says outdoors. Okay. Yeah, so this should be inside, so this shouldn't be deteriorating. I'm guessing it's because you're wearing it. Oh, we have some cargo pods. But nothing really useful. I mean, okay, artillery shells, cool. We don't have an artillery weapon, and we certainly don't have the research for that quite yet, because that falls under the mortars. So, what to do? Main thing is just to make sure that food's mood can increase. Now, your rest should be fine. Your food is not that great. What else? So it's joy. Now, it seems like I should probably put a bit more enforced joy for you, considering everything that's happening. Maybe 3 hours might be enough to counteract some of the bad moods. I'm hoping. So whereabouts are you walking to, Fu? You're going to consume some pemmican? Yeah. So we are now officially running out of food. Actually, if that's deteriorating outside, I'm going to get you to haul this pemmican in right away. Because I'd hate to lose it. Because that's probably the only bit of food... Oh, actually, there's a bit more pemmican down there. How about I get you to haul that as well? Yep. Bit more pemmican. Because I'd hate if that disappeared outside. Now, I do know there was other bits of meat somewhere around the place, but that's probably going to be gone now. The weather's been very hot outside. It is 46 right now, 46 Celsius, and that meat's probably rotting, or it's already been eaten by an animal. I don't know which one. Drone intensifies. Yeah, this is what I was wondering. I was hoping wouldn't happen because it's extreme. This isn't going to go well. So Fu, your needs... It's extreme. No, so we can't improve your moods at all. How does... At least we can try and improve your joy. Don't think that's going to be enough. Nah, it's not. Yeah, you will break, and you will break soon. You are a night owl, it definitely helps. But it's not enough to get you in the positive. Does talking to Christian help? It did. Okay, well... How about this? Let's get the second turret up. Because I'd like it. Oh, escape pod. So, the thing that I want is to get at least a second turret up. Because since we've lost Beryl, I think at least having 1 or 2 guns will be enough. I don't think I'll be able to push a 3, but this escape pod. This may be our saviour. Possibly. It also may be too late as well. We have Olaf. Olaf, who is in extreme pain, or shocked from extreme pain, psychic drone, but he has good expectations, which is something. So, you haven't lost any body parts, so you are bleeding. We don't have any medicine for that. We'll get through it though. And you're incapable of firefighting. You don't really have much shooting or melee, but it may be enough. I mean, to be honest, the skills aren't really anything that I'm worrying about. It's more, can you shoot and can we use you as just live bait, is what I'm thinking about. Fu. Capture Olaf. I don't want to rescue, otherwise he'll just wander off the map, which would be a shame. Hopefully you get around there on time without breaking. You did, excellent. That does mean that you get dropped into one of these rooms and we will be trying to capture you, so I'm assuming it will be this one here. Shoddy steel bed. I don't believe the room's ugly, is it? Let's see. It's 9, so it is positive beauty, if that means anything. At a 0.9 level, and Berserk. I was wondering when this was going to happen, so jump location. Okay, yeah, you can continue to wander outside. I mean, Olaf is in bed now, but I don't think he will survive unless he gets patched up. Yeah, bleed rate at 158% a day. It is decreasing slowly as he patches himself up, but he needs the doctoring. So Olaf's probably dead. Well, by the time that Fu snaps out of it, Olaf will be dead. Now, what I'd love to happen is if we could have some friendlies on the map, like last time, because that well, it didn't really change much of what happened, but it would be nice. Or was it 2 or 3 friendlies? 2 or 3 groups of friendlies, I should say. Okay, Fu, come on, snap out of it. Ah. And Olaf is bleeding all over the ground. Excellent, so your berserk rage has ended. And then we have some mad animals, that's fine for the moment. Can we... My mouse can move down, it's stuck. Prioritize... You're already... Okay, no. You're already going to doctor, so I'll let you be. Didn't mean to click on the last one. Severe illness. And that is Olaf, I'm guessing it's blood loss. Extreme blood loss, yep. It's maybe too late, and I did tell you to doctor, didn't I? You are doctoring, excellent. 67% blood loss, 41%. Come on, and no blood loss anymore. This is going to take a while for you to patch up though. And also we need to set you to be set to chat and recruit. It is 35%, which means we should be able to do that without an issue. Now that sleeping won't do anything. Oh, another mad animal. This game is really trying to... I'm guessing it's a mad animal there? Yep, it is. Well, this game is really trying, and we're still pushing through it, so it's these 2 muffalo here. Assuming it's both, it is both of these muffalo. And we have an infection, that was going to be the case. Let's jump to location. So, Olaf. Oops, you can click on Olaf. Olaf, please. Thank you. 2 diseases, and they're both untreated. So this is where I'm going to wake up Fu, despite the I'm about to break trait, which we can't do anything about. And get you to prioritize treating Olaf ASAP. Yep. There we go. Now, where are these animals going? So they're a... Wow, is it really all these muffalo have been maddened? There's 4 muffalo. Plus a squirrel, which I believe was sitting around. So, one thing... Yeah, there's a squirrel. I'm assuming that if we can get the steel turret up... Oh, if we enable the steel turret, it might be enough to deal with it, but I got a feeling it may just also explode. Because these guys are just going to come in melee, because this one turret is not enough to take out... deal with these 4 muffalo plus a squirrel. I think 1 turret, 1 squirrel, but maybe 2 turrets or 3 turrets for the muffalo. We'll have to see. The crash ship is still sitting there with extreme. I don't know if there's anything above extreme, and by the rate things are taking, or how long things are taking to get done, I wouldn't be surprised if we see it. Starvation, Christian. Yeah, look. And the thing is, if I euthanize, Christian, we're going to get some more bad moodlets because we did that. Yeah, that's not what I'm going to do. I mean, it would make things easier because we don't have to worry about them, but I don't want to take the risk right now. So, Olaf still needs to be patched up, yes, and it's at minor. So, you have had enough rest, Fu. Your mood's not going to change. So... Fu, are you going to... You're going for a walk. Why can't I get you to, doctor... Oh no, you have. It has been doctored. Okay, my mistake. So Fu, can we get you to, say, flip this switch? Oops. The flip button is... There we go, B. So Fu, flip the switch. See if that's enough to deal with these muffalo. It means we can get out of the base again. Where are you, Fu? There you are. There we go, this is on. Yeah, this is what I was afraid was going to happen. Fu, also, can you come here? Don't know if we're going to save this now. No, we're not. There's an awfully large amount of damage. And mental break berserk. Olaf has gone berserk. Yep, because you can't deal with it. So what are you going to do? You're just wandering around the room? Okay, well that's fine with me. Foo. Jump to location. So, I believe these are still maddened. Yes, that one's maddened. That one's sleeping and that one's sleeping. So we only have one maddened animal left. But what I will do, Foo, is can you haul the muffalo? Yeah, you can. Hauling the muffalo will be one good thing. Wait, don't break through our doors. Bad muffalo. Okay, that will be one bit of food that you're going to eat. That's fine. Why do I hear someone banging down a door? Maybe I'm mistaken. Yep, sounds like I was mistaken. Okay. And we've run out of power. What's up with the power? Very sure everything was hooked up and we had enough power to keep us going. I'm assuming the heat wave may have forced these to be using a high energy, which means we didn't have enough power for it. We'll double check the power conduits. Yeah, everything's hooked up that should be hooked up, and well, we don't have the turret down there, so that's not an issue. Well done. I mean, it is in our cooling chamber 10 degrees Celsius, and that's not good enough. Ah, knew someone was beating down a door. You're meleeing that down. That's not good. You gonna stop? Please stop. Because otherwise I'll have to get foo on you. Yep. Okay. Can you stop? Okay, gonna recruit you. And you're gonna shoot Olaf. Okay. Now unrecruit and we'll get you to rescue Olaf. That's a shame. It does mean that Foo is now Olaf has taken some worse damage, and it also means that this room is no longer a prisoner bed. Because it means the entire chamber is, and I don't want that. So I'm gonna mark this one as a prisoner bed, since this is Foo's bed to the left. So Foo, can you delivering food, taking to bed? Taking to bed is what I want. After that, we'll see if you can doctor. Oh, we've got a poor mood. Who is it? Foo? Yes, I know you got a poor mood. Just treat Olaf before he bleeds to death again. Or at least bleeds to death. Yep, another patch, and you've also got to treat the infections, which is a bucket of cold water, since we don't have any other medicine around the place. Is that enough? Yep, there we go, that's one. And that's everything. Okay, so Olaf could still pull through. I think the steadfast trait is really helping Foo out here. I don't think she would have been able to push it this much through, well, she's about to break 24/7 now. Probably not going to be able to recruit Olaf. I have that feeling. Let's see. Olaf Gregory Heap. That's interesting. We had another person with that last name. Not related. Son of William Gregory Heap, who is dead. Huh. Gregory Heap. That William Gregory Heap wasn't one of our other characters, was he? Don't know. Is he buried here? That's Alpha, Maverick, and Gregory Heap. Now, title Lonely Gregory Heap, yeah. Can we see the information? Because that's not the full name of the person. That only tells you the last name. Huh. So this is actually the father. Olaf is the father of William. How about that? That's actually not very nice when you come to think about it. You know, knowing that your son has died before you have. That's kind of miserable, actually. So Olaf infection. Olaf has gone berserk. And exotic goods trader. Now, these aren't slave traders, but it may be worth once Foo has a bit of sleep to see what they have to offer. So let's see. Your needs, let your rest get maybe 40 before we talk to the traders. Assuming we have the power, which we should. Okay, well, looks like we're nearly there. And 40, excellent. So talk to these exotic good traders and then we'll see what we can get from them. See, my preference is still the sniper rifle. So I have to see if we can get our hands on it. Okay, they have a bit that they can sell us. So, We can buy statues, telescopes, gold, jade statues. Yeah, I'll hold off from that for the moment. Clothing may be good, maybe a good idea, especially if there's armor. Wow, power armor, 4,719 to be exact. We do have an elephant's tusk, which I think we can sell both of them. We don't need them around for the time being. Now, whereabouts? They do have Glitter World medicine, which at 100 each. Wow. I mean, it's good medicine, but yeah, that's not happening either. So, is there anything else that we can really get from these guys apart from the clothing? Which, you know, I'll just maybe do one t-shirt, one pants, and hope that's enough. By the looks of things, no. There's no other animals that we could use. There's no other weapons. Long-range weapons, I should say. And the personal shield isn't useful unless we're doing some melee attacks. Which we're not. Certainly not going to put Phil in that position. Now, this is a Psychic Insanity Lance. What's this? One used artifact that drives the character into a berserk state from any distance, even through walls. And what's the Shock Lance? One used artifact that directs psychic disturbances towards one character, dropping them into a psychic shock for some time, large risks of brain damage. The Psychic Insanity Lance would be perfect, actually. How much is it? It's 467. Oh, I'm getting that. That might be enough to send the mechanoids into a state so they can attack themselves, and things might actually happen. Wow, this... Okay, let's see, is that enough? No, that is 100, that's a sum of a minus 181. That is fine, we can do that, except... Okay, it's a kind of odd that it keeps putting it outside. I'm assuming... Now, there's the orbital trade beacon. Its range is what? Wish you could see the entire range, but there it is. So, Fu, can you haul it inside first? And then I'm going to take a look at the characters down below to see what we can do. So, there are 3 people, or 3 creatures that we want to deal with. We've got 2 Scythers, and we have Crash Ship, which can't attack anyone, and a Centipede. Now, the Centipede has been injured, but I also figure that the Centipede would probably be able to take the most amount of hits out of any of them. Huh. Let's take a look. DPS is 7.5. Okay, so 7.5 versus a DPS of 14.7. You know, I'm probably going to use one of the Scythers. As much as the Centipede the Centipede can probably take a few more hits than the Scythers can, but let's see, it gets carrying capacity. I don't want to train these guys. Don't think you can train them. What was I looking at? I was looking at health. Okay, so you've taken a few hits. Your manipulation is poor, so it won't be you. What about this one? Health. It's just a couple of assault rifle hits. Moving, manipulation, weakened and poor. What about this Scyther? Okay, I think we know which Scyther it is. It is the Scyther age 10. I don't believe... Yeah, still has the same amount of damage, so this is the Scyther we're going to attack. So, next episode, because we've hit that time once again, we'll be using Psychic Lance on the Mechanoid, this one here, to see if we can get it to A, attack this Crash Ship, and B, deal with the other characters here. Otherwise, I don't know what else we can do. Well, we won't be able to recruit Olaf because he's in constant misery with an extreme Psychic Drone debuff, minus 50. Which means he won't be recruited. I don't know what the percentage is. He's only 35, but that's not high enough. And Christian as well is useless, unfortunately. So, if you've enjoyed this episode, please feel free to leave a comment below if you have anything to say. Otherwise, I'll see you about in the next video.